Hey everyone, I'm going to talk to you about something that is really common that you think is hard, but I'm going to tell you that it's much easier than you think it is. But first, a few logistics. Please say hello. Please drop a comment. Please drop a thumbs up. If you want the free Relating Revolution class, I'm not going to be offering that for too much longer because I have other plans for it. But if you guys are joining along on this Facebook Live, you are welcome to it. I think it's a really unique approach on relating and relationship that is an important one that we need in the world right now because I am on a mission, and that is to have much, much, much less fighting in relationships, especially those with children involved, because that's where my heart is really at, and have much more love, trust, connection, and joy. But there's so much more than we can do than talk about it. And the fact of the matter is that most counseling approaches don't work. And if we're not finding ways to actually change the chemistry at the chemistry, physiology, hormonal level, then we are going to just be wanting the love, trust, connection, and joy, but we're not going to be really feeling it. So, in the Relating Revolution, we're going to teach you actual practical things that you can literally do to change your neurology, your biology, your chemistry, your hormones, so that you have the embodied and lived and felt experience of love, trust, connection, and joy. So, back to the subject for today in Juliana Garcia's Expose Your Truth Challenge. And the question is what fun analogies can you come up with to show people that a certain topic is much more approachable than you think it is? And I'm going to just go with this and say, I want to ask you first a question, and please answer in the comments if you think you know the answer. What is the one thing? There is one thing that is common to all the things that we enjoy. There is one thing that is common. It's not really a thing, but there is one aspect that is common to all the things that we enjoy. What is that one thing? I'll give you a second to chew on it. That one thing that is common to whether we're reading a book or making love or having a delicious meal or watching the sunset or skiing or whatever it is, anytime we're truly enjoying ourselves as a human being, this is true. This one thing is presence. Sounds obvious, sounds cliche, but let me explain a little bit further. This one thing is presence. And if you are fully there, if you are fully with it, if you are really in your actual situation, feeling the tangible aliveness in your body and the energy and awareness around your body, then we will be in a state of enjoyment. Enjoyment is actually our natural condition. And here's my proof. Say you're at your favorite concert. Say you're rocking out and it's pre-COVID or it's post-COVID actually. Let's say it's an awesome future and we're back at live concerts and you're in the fifth row and you're singing the songs and you're belting out the lyrics and you're dancing and you're feeling a state of joy and ecstasy, right? Is that joy and ecstasy in the concert? Is it in the music? Is it dependent upon the artists, the crowd? What is it? Or is it in you? Is it going to be there if you are not present? And what do I mean by present? So now imagine you're in that, you're rocking out, you're in the concert, you're loving it, and then you get a text message that your spouse was in a car accident. Are you enjoying that concert anymore? The concert's still happening. Everyone around you is still dancing. The music is just as high quality. It's just as good. Everything is the same, except for now, you are no longer there. You are thinking and with. Your spirit has left the situation and is now thinking about your spouse. So, where is the enjoyment? The enjoyment is in your presence. It's in your aliveness. It's in your experience of being there. Another one, food. Imagine you're eating your favorite food. You bite into it. Oh, it's delicious. It's amazing. It's savor. You feel it in your. Is the taste in your food or is the taste in you? Same scenario. You're having your favorite food. You get a message. Your child had an accident, is on their way in an ambulance to the ER, and you don't know if they're going to be okay. All of a sudden, that food tastes awful. It might even make you throw up. You might never be able to eat that food again because it's now associated with this feeling of terror. The taste of the food is not in the food, it's in you. Your enjoyment of life is not in the conditions, it is in you. And the thing that I want to demystify here is that we have this experience of flow and presence all of the time. Anytime we truly enjoy something, we are in a state of presence. And the practice of meditation, which is the thing that I want to demystify, is simply practicing the skill of presence, practicing a state of being that we already access thousands of times in our life. It's practicing the capacity to be able to access it more and more often. That's all it is. It does not have to be hard or mystical or magical. It is as simple as being fully alive in the present moment and practicing your ability to expand that into situations where it doesn't happen by chance. So when you're at the concert, it's happening to you because you're just caught up in the energy. When you're having that delicious meal, you're caught up in the energy. When you're in the day in you're about to go down the ski slope, you're caught up in the energy. If you and then you get thrust into presence. But meditation is the practice of being able to thrust yourself into presence. It is the art and the skill of being able to thrust yourself into the state that is the state that leads to enjoyment in any circumstance, that leads to at least the qualities of joy, openness, love, kindness, or awareness. So maybe you could come up with some scenarios where you would say it's not necessarily enjoyment, but you can be open, you can be loving, you can be kind, you can be aware at all times. And these are all qualities of your true nature when you show up and you're fully there and you're not distracted. So I don't want to just have flow states or just be in a state of enjoyment at the concert or on the ski slopes. I want to be able to bring that into doing the dishes, to changing my kids' diapers, to taking a shower, to taking out the trash. I want to be able to bring those qualities, that quality of aliveness, into every moment of my life. And with it, all the healing benefits, all the wisdom benefits, all the health benefits, all the happiness benefits. So that's really all that meditation is practicing the ability to bring these qualities into the day-to-day, everyday moments of our life. And so a really good hint and a tool and a tip, if you're interested, is you're gonna get the results of what you practice. And if you practice actually very short sessions of meditation, because if it's not such an intense situation that is gripping us into the moment, then we want to just practice being able to be that alive, even in a regular, ordinary, everyday, blah, blah, blah moment when we're sweeping the kitchen floor for the fifth time. Then we need to, we have to build our capacity for that. And we build our capacity for that by practicing little bit by little bit. And so a common thing that people will do when they start meditating is they'll say, I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And they'll be distracted for 9.5 out of the 10 minutes or 19.5 out of the 20 minutes. And so what they're really doing is practicing distraction. They're not practicing meditation. They're not practicing presence. They're practicing being distracted. You're much better off having a 30-second session that you're on point for 30 seconds and being like, get up, boom. All right, I practiced. I was on for 30 seconds and skipping the 19.5 minutes of distraction. You're far better off having multiple 30-second sessions a day to add up to 5 minutes. So maybe you have 10 30-second sessions in a day to add up to 10 minutes of presence permeating and integrated into your day than you are practicing one 19.5 minutes of distraction plus 30 minutes of presence session. So this is a much more effective way to practice this art and skill. And then when you are reliably 30 seconds, add 5 seconds, add 10 seconds, add 30 seconds. And then when you're reliably fully present and on point for that full minute, then you can expand, and you expand from success, and you practice what you want to experience. And what you want to experience is presence, so practice that, not distraction. So meditation is as simple and as easy as the art of enjoying your life and bringing enjoyment into the regular everyday life instead of waiting for the perfect sunset that enraptures me. I can bring that same sense of enrapturement into my day-to-day moments by practicing the art of meditation, and it's a lot simpler and easier than you think. So give it a try if you want some support with that. If you want some, ask some questions or send me a message, I'd love to help you out. Love you all. Have a beautiful day.